everybody, how's it going? And welcome to Daily's 2A News. Today we're going to talk about how moms demand action, Everytown for gun safety, and the Brady Campaign are completely freaking out over the gun sales spike. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, I think we all pretty much understand that these gun control groups simply hate the Second Amendment. They would abolish it if they could. They don't like the fact that we have the right to defend ourselves. They don't like the fact that we have the right to the tools which best help us do that. And so they go across the country spreading lies and misinformation based off of fear and emotion and not actual facts. One of the lies that they tell is that our government and our law enforcement is going to be there to protect us when we need them, so we don't need these tools to defend ourselves. When in reality, you are the first responder. It's going to take time for law enforcement to get to you. And we all know that law enforcement is going to be spread pretty thin right now. They're not going to be responding to all calls, especially if they start getting sick, right? And so all these people out there that maybe previously believed that lie are starting to realize that, well, I might be responsible for myself here and my own safety, my own security. So people who may have backed Moms Demand Action or Everytown or the Brady Campaign in the past are now starting to realize that, hey, that's not actually the case, and I might need a way to defend myself. And it's freaking these people out because not only are they losing support, but firearm sales are up like 80%, and they literally can't handle it, and nothing makes me happier. Now, since these guys are freaking out that people that were previously on their side might be going to the other side, the side which actually stands up for people's freedom and rights, they're starting to use old arguments that have been around for decades. Okay, these are arguments that have been recycled over time but have proven to be factually inaccurate. One of the biggest arguments that they use is that you shouldn't have one of these tools in your house because if you do, you're more likely to injure a loved one than actually use it in an emergency or to defend yourself, which has been proven false. We know that these tools, our tools for the Second Amendment, have been used in defensive situations far more than they have in any type of accident. If you add up all the accidents together and all the times that they were used for a defensive purpose, the defensive purposes greatly outnumber the accidents that are going to happen. And these accidents are going to happen. I mean, accidents happen everywhere. There's boating accidents, car accidents. You have, people out there who are just trying to have fun and, have an accident on a rope swing. If you take a look at our population, there's always going to be a segment of stupid people, and stupid people make mistakes. There's people out there that are just, I don't know what it is, they're genetically unsafe. And so, yes, you're always going to have accidents in any form of life. Is that a reason to suspend liberties? No, of course not. It's not a reason to suspend our liberties because there's some stupid people out there. I feel sorry for the people that are around stupid people, but still, we can't let stupid people control our liberties and our freedom and our way of life. We just can't let that happen. The more people who are willing to take their own security into their own hands is going to be better for our nation, essentially, because people are starting to realize that, look, when you have a problem and that situation is happening right now, even if you were to get on the phone with law enforcement, it's going to take them some time to respond. And so essentially, again, you are the first responder and you're responsible for your own safety. They hate that because it opens people's eyes. People can finally see, wait a second, maybe we shouldn't be banning these things because, well, I'm finding a use for them. I'm finding that I might actually need one. And so, again, they're freaking out, telling people, don't go out there and do this. What are you doing? Stop what you're doing. You should read all the different comments and quotes that people are posting online from these different campaigns to try and essentially stop what's happening. And you're seeing this massive increase of new people who are going in to buy firearms. Now, another thing that's kind of opening people's eyes here is you're having people who may have been associated with those campaigns in the past. Maybe they even voted for some of the gun control that's come down. And these people are going to a website online because they heard it was so easy to simply order one and have it shipped to your house. They're finding out that that's not the case either. These people that have voted for all this gun control in California are walking into these stores with these high expectations, like it's easier to buy a book than it is one of these tools. And it's not. They're finding out that there's a 10-day waiting period. They're finding out that they have to go through that background check, and they might be denied for something stupid because they passed a law saying that if you were in trouble because of a misdemeanor, now you have lost your rights. And these people maybe had that misdemeanor in the past and finding out that their Second Amendment isn't available to them anymore because of it. And so you have these people that are opening their eyes to the fact that it's not as easy to get one of these tools as it is a book. They're finding out that even in states that are free states, you still have to go through a background check. You still have to pay a fee for that background check. You still have to pay taxes on this stuff. And so you still have to fill out your paperwork and everything else, just like The rest of us do. The rest of us have been telling you guys this entire time how difficult it is to actually go through this process. Now, in some states, it's a lot easier to go through the process than others, but you still have to go through the background check. You can't simply walk into a shop and say, oh, I want that one, and then you give them money and they hand it to you over the counter. No, you still have to go through a process. There's still a process for all these things. And so people are having their eyes open to the fact that they've been lied to about that too. They were told that it's really easy. They were told that it's just a simple case of ordering it online, and that's that. And then they're finding out that when they go online that it has to be shipped to an FFL. Then you have to go to that FFL, go through your background check, then get the transfer done and so forth. And they're like, huh. And so now they're saying that, hey, wait a second, I have a use for this thing, and I'm not able to have it for A, B, and C reason at this specific time. And so not only do we have an influx of new owners out there, but we also have an influx of people whose eyes are finally being opened to the BS that they've been fed by these gun control groups this entire time. Now, that number of people might be significantly small. You know, a lot of people that are going out there are people that already own this stuff, and people that are just kind of, you know, getting a little bit extra prepared and stocking up. But those people out there, which, you know, there's a number of those people out there trying to get something for the first time who've heard a lot of these rumors, a lot of these lies, who are saying, wait a second, I thought this was the case, and when it's not, and they may have a lesser chance of believing these campaigns in the future. So again, these campaigns are kind of freaking out because information is sort of like their kryptonite. The more people know the truth, the more people know facts, the more people have information about what's really the case, the less power that they have. Because again, when the people that follow their BS start to learn otherwise, that's when they start to leave. That's when they start to join our side. So it's kind of funny to watch these people squirm and watch them panic. You know, they had a foothold in all these different cities and states, and, you know, they had things going their way. And now all of a sudden, it's not going their way so much anymore. So again, it's at the same time, you know, while it's funny to watch them squirm, we have to try and embrace these new owners. Okay, we have to try and embrace them and let them know that this community of people who believe in the Second Amendment are good people, and we are there to help you. We're here to support you. If you need to, you know, learn about safety and how to use it and how to clean it and how marksmanship works, and you need me to take you out and show you how to actually operate it safely and so forth, you should be able to, you should be willing to offer your help to these people so that they feel welcomed, instead of telling them you're an idiot for buying it because you need to take some type of tier 1 tactical training with night vision and, you know, go through our shoot house first before you actually get out there and use it for self-defense. That's not the case, okay? You don't need to be this highly trained operator or something who is able to draw in under 1 second from a friggin' timer or something to be able to defend yourself or defend your home. You need basic knowledge, you need basic marksmanship, and you need to understand the rules of safety. And if we can tell people what those things are without freaking them out or pushing them away, then again, I think that you might have somebody who's permanently on our side. So again, remember, don't force people away. If you are on our side already, don't be part of the problem and push these people out of what their actual constitutional right is, and that's the right to defend yourself with the proper tools. So anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about that because it's worth looking up. It's worth Googling and seeing what these people are saying and trying to do. So anyway, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Don't forget to join the Firearms Policy Coalition, who defends our rights every single day. And have a great day.